Welcome to the Sanok on European Championship on Ice Speedway. I think it will be the great meeting, and snow it isn't problem for us, and I hope it will be very incredible tonight meeting. German Ice Speedway rider, what do you think about meetings in Sanok and your chance tonight's meeting?
For me, I'm very happy to catch the final because this winter was very warm everywhere, so it was quite hard to find places for any practice. And so I came here with some few days practice and one race before, so I'm happy to be in the final. And so I give my best tonight, and hopefully.
What do you think about atmosphere in Sanok? It's a new kind of track racing in Poland.
Yes, Poland is a summer speedway. It's a big country in summer speedway, so the professional feeling is here in Sanok much better than on the other ice races. It's a kind of a GP feeling here, and so if they're gonna have some more riders like Jägersknapp, it can be more popular, like in the summer, hopefully for us.
What do you think about meetings?
You just say his name first.
Name first.
The name of the rider, please.
Lundqvist, and your name is?
First name? Johan.
Johan Lundqvist, Swedish ice speedway rider. What do you think about ice speedway meetings in Sanok? What do you think about the atmosphere in Poland?
Very good, very good. It's not like in Sweden that we have a few spectators and very cold, and so this is very nice.
What can you say about tonight's meeting? What do you think about your chance?
Not big.
Why?
This is a very hard European final. It's almost like the World Championship final.
Your favorite riders? Russian, Frank Zorn?
Yeah, and Akko, the Finnish guy.
Antti Akko, Finnish ice speedway rider. What do you think about meetings in Poland, in Sanok? What do you think about atmosphere in our city?
Very nice place to drive. I like to be here. I like this track.
What do you think about tonight's meeting, your chance?
It's gonna be hard, but we'll see after race.
What can you say about your cooperation with Frank Zorn?
He's a good friend of me, and my bike went broken yesterday, so I loaned his bike, and that's all what I can say.
Good to hear there from Antti Akko and the other riders as well. We had a quick no effect on the quality of the racing that the crowd are being served up here this evening. Heat number 5, and you can see again here the close racing for the minor places. Akamenko, well, he's way out in front, but you can see here how Rubicon, well, he is passed on the inside by his fellow countryman Nikita Alexev. And well, that's the finishing order. We come on to heat number 6. Antti Akko coming out in red in this one. Start off with a second place. Marion Kreklaw is in blue. In white, it is Antonin Kwiatkowski. And Frank Zorn, he comes out in yellow. Zorn, of course, started off with a victory in his first ride. He's going to have to come off gate number 4 in this one. He's defeated last night in the semi-final by Akamenko when he's off gate number 4 in one of his heats. Can he come across this time? Well, he's made a pretty good start from the outside, and here he comes challenging around the outside of Antti Akko, and he's moved through into first place then. Akko back in second spot. In third place it is Kwiatkowski with Kreklaw. He's at the back in this one, but Frank Zorn it is who leads the way. Only suffered the one defeat so far this season in this 3-match series since we've been here in Sanok, and it really has been a great experience for us. Been shown great hospitality by the locals as Frankie Zorn, he's heading towards what would be his second win, put him on 6 points after his first 2 rides. As he goes down the back straight, the snow is falling very heavily indeed. As he takes a checkered flag with a wheelie, crossing the line, second place. That goes to Akko. That's 4 points for Antti after his first 2 rides. Klotowski back in third. And well, look at that wheelie there from the race winner. Kreklo, when he finishes at the back. We can see again here how the race was won. Zorn on the outside of Akko as they come past our camera on the second bend. Just look at the great action shot that is. And it was Zorn who was able to come through into first place and go on to take the victory. Johnny Twinstra, he comes out in red in this one. Sven Holsten is in blue. Stefan Pleschacher, he comes out in white. Harold Simon is in yellow. The green light's on. Up fly the tapes and into bend number 1. And it is the rider in red, that is Twinstra, who's made a good start. He's out in front, and here comes Pleschacher on the outside, and Harold Simon, he's also a very fast rider. Is the Austrians free abreast there as they go past the start finish line for them the first lap. But now it is Simon who could be moving through on the outside, but no, it's still Twinstra, the Dutchman, who leads the way. Great action in heat number 7, but it is still Johnny Twinstra who leads from Harold Simon in second place. The Austrian now making his move around the outside, and he's got up into first place, has he? It's very tight indeed. And with Stefan Pleschacher, he's back in third, the German, but not that far behind as they come around to start the final lap. And it's Simon there who takes the lead. Twinstra is still holding on to second place. Pleschacher is back in third, though there's not much between those 2 riders. Simon, well, is he going to take the victory? It's going to be a race to the checkered flag. Terrific races in heat number 7, and Harold Simon wins it from Stefan Pleschacher in second place. Johnny Twinstra in third. Brilliant racing in this European ice racing final. Well, that really was very special indeed. And we're going to have to take a look at some of this action. You can see Twinstra, who started off with a race win in his first ride. He was hoping to get another victory here, but as you can see, he's passed on the outside by Harold Simon, who started off with second place in his first outing. And then watch here as the riders come round to take the checkered flag, and it's very tight indeed between all 3. Harold Simon, well, he just wins it from Stefan Pleschacher in second place. Third spot goes to Johnny Twinstra, who rode a great race with Sven Holsten not really getting in on the action in that one, but another fantastic race. And well, look, you can see the times there of the competitors, only 600ths of a second between first and second. We move on to heat number 8, and this will bring to an end the second round of races. Gregor Knapp, he comes out in red. Rennie Stellingwerth is in blue. Johan Lundqvist in white, and Igor Kononov is in yellow. The race is underway, and into the first bend where it is the Russian, that is Kononov, who leads the way as they go down the back straight. An excellent start by Igor, but he's being challenged by Stellingwerth in second place, the Dutchman, as they complete the first lap. And Rennie, well, in fact, he's moved through on the inside into first place. Here comes Kononov again around the outside. It's quite brilliant ice racing we're seeing here this evening. Certainly the best racing of this 3-match series. Of course, we started with the Senate Cup on Friday and then the European semi-final last evening. This is the European final, heat number 8, and again great action. It is Stellingwerth who leads the way, but he's been put under pressure by Kononov, who's switched back brilliantly on the inside to lead going into the final lap. Igor Kononov from Russia, he's out in front from Stellingwerth in second place. Gregor Knapp is going to collect his first point. He's back in third as they cross the finish line. Johan Lundqvist in last place, but again fantastic racing by the competitors here this evening. Kononov, well, that moves him on to 3 points. Of course, he had a tape touch in his first ride. He may rue that come the end of tonight, and we can see again here how he sweeps around the outside of Stellingwerth, but then cuts back quite brilliantly on the inside. Rene, well, he wasn't expecting that, I don't think, as Igor comes on across the line and takes the victory in his second ride. So he really must be very disappointed to have touched the tapes in his first outing, as we give you the early leaders. Of course, were Frank Zorn, he's unbeaten after his first 2 rides. So is Roman Akamenko, who's those 2 had a playoff last night in the semi-final. And then we've got Harold Seaman on 5 points. They are the top 3 at the moment. We move on to heat number 9. Frank Zorn, Igor Kononov, Dmitry Chetin and Johnny Trunstra. Is the line-up as the race? Well, it is underway. And it is Zorn on the inside. He's got the advantage of gate number 1 and he's making it tell here in race number 9. He's out in front. Wants another victory and that's what he's getting at the moment. It is Zorn who leads the way from Kononov in second place. Igor, of course, we've just seen him in heat number 8 have that fantastic ride to come through to take the victory, and he's pressing Frank Zorn as the riders complete lap number 2. Is between the 2 out in front. Zorn leads it from Kononov in second place. The others were nowhere really. Tunstra and Chetin as Frank Zorn comes round to start his final lap. This will put Akamenko under pressure. He knows he has to keep getting race wins all the time that Zorn does, and the Austrian, he's going to make it 3 wins out of 3. Second place goes to Kononov, put in a good battle there over the first couple of laps. Third spot goes to Tunstra with Chetin at the back. Another excellent race win by Frankie Zorn. He wins heat number 9. So we come on to heat number 10. Johan Lundqvist comes out in red in this one. Nikolai Rubicon is in blue. Sven Holsten is in yellow. And Antonin Kwiatkowski is the rider in white. And well, in actual fact there, I think that was a tape touch by Holsten. And well, indeed the wide exclusion light has come on for him. So he will be replaced, and it is Gunther Sunderlin who gets an outing to replace the Dutchman. So heat number 10 then. Green light is on, the tapes have risen, and as they come towards us, our camera on the second bend, where you can see it's the rider in blue, that is Nikolai Rubicon, who leads the way from Kwiatkowski in second place. So it is the Russian who's out in front. In third spot it is Lundqvist with Sunderland, the reserves at the back in this one, but Rubicon it is who leads the way. Started off with a couple of third places, did the Russian, so he's certainly having his best ride of the meeting so far. He leads the way, great action shot there as the riders go down the back straight, and it is Nikolai Rubicon who leads the way as they come around to start the final lap. He is under pressure though from Kwiatkowski in second place, who's on 4 points so far, and well, there's all sorts of problems there, and Rubicon, well, he's hit the ground, a big spill there for the Russian, and well, it looked as if it may have been mechanical problems. We'll have to take another look at that one. You can see Nikolai, well, that's unfortunate for him. He was leading the race, and well, the red lights are on, and well, let's take another look at this one. Nikolai, well, he's out in front. Kwiatkowski was putting him under pressure though, and well, it looks as if Kwiatkowski had moved through in the first place, you can see, and well, it was hitting a bump there, a rut in the ice, and well, that sends Rubicon off the track. We take another look off his bike rather. We take another look here from our camera on the second bend, and well, fortunately the rider in white, Gunther Sunderland, was able to avoid him. And well, there's the bike being taken back to the pits, and the way they do it over here, of course. And well, the result, it was a win for Antonin Kwiatkowski, so that moves him on to 7 points. Second place goes to Gunther Sunderland, with they're the only 2 finishers. Johan Lundqvist, where he pulled out machinery problems, so bad luck there for the Russian. As we come on to heat number 11, 10 races gone, 10 to go, maybe run-offs as well to decide the destination of the European Ice Champion for 2008. Heat number 11, Rennie Stellingwerth, Nikita Alexiev Harold Simon and Antiaco is the lineup. And well, it is the rider in blue, that is Nikita Alexiev, who's made a good start. He leads the way, started off with a couple of second places, so this will be a good win for the Russian. He leads the way, battle there for second place, and it's Stellingwerf in second spot at the moment to Antiaco. Well, he's making his move around the outside again. Some brilliant ice racing action we're able to bring you here this evening from Sanok in Poland as they complete lap number 2, and it is still Alexiev, the Russian, who leads the way, and Stellingwerf in second place, although we've had problems there, machinery problems, and Akko's able to come through. Harold Simon has got through into third place as they're on the final lap, and in fact Stellingwerf is able to carry on. He's at the back, but he's chasing down Harold Simon just out of shot, but it's Alexiev who's going to collect his first win. This will put him on 7 points, the same as Potofsky. The Russian wins it, second place. That goes to Antiaco, and third spot goes to Stellingwerf in third place. The Dutchman coming through ahead of the Austrian. That was a bad ride by Harold. He'd scored 5 points from his first 2 rides, but his chances of winning the title have now disappeared. But well, Alexiev, that was an excellent race win for him, and that moves him on to 7 points after his third outing. On to heat number 12, and this one sees Roman Akamenko. He needs a victory here to keep level with Zorn. He's in red, Gregor Znap is in blue, Marion Kraklaw is in white, Stefan Pescherha is in yellow. As heat number 12 then, about to get underway. Big crowd has turned up for this event. Live on Polish TV, the race is underway, and into the first bend. Well, it is Akamenko, the Russian, who leads the way. He's out in front. Surely he will stay there as well. From well, the rider in blue, Gregor Znap, has come through in the second place. That's got the crowd very animated indeed. Pescherha is in third spot with Marion Kraklaw. He's at the back, but it is the Pole who's moved through into second place. Gregor just 1 point from his first 2 rides, although he's hit problems there. He's managing to stay on his machine, and we're making some adjustments there to his bike, but he's having to settle for third spot now as Akamenko, he's on his way to victory number 3, and this will bring him level with Frankie Zorn. They're on the final lap. It is Akamenko then who leads the way, and second place it is Pescherha. This will move him on to 6 points, all second places for the German, as Akamenko, he takes the checkered flag then. Hat-trick of wins for him. Plethora in Pescherha in second place. Third spot goes to Gregor Znap with Marion Kraklaw at the back. Again, some exciting racing we've seen here this evening. And watch here as Znap, well, he hits problems. The track rutting up somewhat. So of course the third meeting in 3 nights. And win there for the rider in red, that is Roman Akamenko. He moves on to 12 points, on to 9 points after his third ride, and that's level with Frankie Zorn. They're the leaders on 7 points. We've got Antonin Kotowski Jr. and also Nikita Alexiev. He's on 7 on 6 points. Antiaco and also Stefan Plescherha. They're the leading riders so far, with 2 races to come, 2 more races for each of them to race in. And we come on to heat number 13 then. Stefan Plescherha, he comes out in red in this one. Johan Lundqvist is in blue, Antiaco is in white, and Dmitry Chechin, he comes out in yellow. Akko, well, he may start as favourite of this, although he's on 6 points, the same as the rider on red on his inside, and it is Plescherha who leads the way. To Akko has come around the outside to move into first place with the rider in yellow, that is Chechin. Well, now he's going to find a way past the German into second place. It is Antiaco who leads the way. This will be his first win of the evening and would put him on to 9 points. comes round to complete lap number 2 then. He's out in front pretty comfortably ahead of Chechin in second place, having his best race of the night so far is the German with fellow countryman Stefan Pleschicher in third place, and Johan Lundqvist, well, he's had a poor evening so far, hasn't scored a point, he's at the back, but it's going to be first victory of the final for the Finn. Antiako, he wins heat number 13 from Chechin in second place, with Pleschicher in third. Lundqvist at the back, and what a big wheelie there from Chechin. Pleased with his second place.
Akko zwycięża, jego czasy w tym biegu 65 sekund i 74 setne. 2 punkty Dmitrij Chachin, 1 przychodzi Stefan Pleschicher, no i bez punktu reprezentant Szwecji Johan Lundqvist.
On to race 14, Antonin Kwiatkowski, he comes out of gate number 1, he's doing well, 7 points so far. Roman Akamenko, he's also doing very well, he's on a maximum 9 after his first 2 rides. Rennie Stellingberg, he comes out in white, and Johnny Tunster is the rider in yellow. The race is underway. Akamenko it is who's made the start off gate number 2, and he leads down the back straight, and the rider in white is Rennie Stellingberg of Holland. He's come through in a second place, 3 points from his first 2 rides to Rennie. But he's having a good ride here in second position at the moment. They go down the back straight for the second time. Kwiatkowski, well, this could put paid to his chances. He was going very well before this race. He scored 7 points from his first 3 rides, but he's at the back in this one. He's having a race with Johnny Tunstra, and Tunstra, well, he's got the better of him at the moment. Kwiatkowski, well, he's at the back, and well, his chances are going to be gone here as Akamenko, well, he's on his way to a very comfortable victory indeed. Look at the lead he's got there over Stellingberg in second place. So Roman, well, he's going to move ahead of Zorn. He's going to put him on 12 points after 4 races. And well, his last race, well, it will be against Frankie Zorn in heat number 19. That looks as if it's going to be the crunch race, and it will all come down to that heat as Akamenko, he wins heat 14 from Stellingberg in second place. Johnny Tunster, we had a good battle there with Kwiatkowski for third place, and well, that's they put paid to Kwiatkowski's chances. We move on to heat number 15. Igor Kononov of gate number 1, 5 points so far. That takes exclusion his first ride as well. Harold Simon, with his chances winning his last ride, he's on 5. Marion Kreplor is in white, and Nikolai Rubicon is in yellow. The race is underway, and is the rider in red, that is Kononov, who leads the way. The Russian, well, he certainly would have been right in the mix if he hadn't have had that tapes exclusion in his first ride. He's leading in this one though. He's out in front from Harold Simon, where he may have had problems with his bike in his last ride, but he certainly looks back to form in this one. He's in second place, third position. It is Rubicon, and Marion Kreklor, well, the German, he looked a little bit outclassed here in this final. Made it through in 7th place from last night's semi-final, but it's been a tough step up in class for him here this evening. Meanwhile, out in front it is Kononov, who leads the way. This is going to be his second win out of his 3 completed rides, and he's gone out very wide, close to the safety fence, or the rock wall barrier, we should say, as Kononov, he wins that in good style. Harold Simon gets back in the points with second place. Rubicon in third, Kreklor at the back. Igor, well, he's moved on to 8 points for winning his last ride, and he may get a place in the rostrum, on the rostrum. Have to wait and see on that one. We move on to heat number 16 then. All the competitors would have had their first 4 rides. This one sees Nikita Alexeyev coming out in red. He has scored 7 points so far. He's going along very well. Frank Zorn, unbeaten on 9 so far. He's in blue. Gregor's Knapp is in white, and in yellow is Sven Holsten. And it is Zorn off gate number 2, who's made a quite brilliant start, and he leads away down the back straight from Alexiv in second place. Obviously, the Russians would, or Roman Akamenko especially, was hoping that his fellow countrymen would be able to do him a favour by defeating Zorn in this one, but Frankie Zorn it is who leads away. He's not really pulling out too much of a gap though over Alexiv in second place. Sven Holsten, he's having his own private battle with Gregor's Knapp for third position. You can see the two of them, but out in front it is all about the Austrian Frankie Zorn. He's going to make it 4 wins out of 4. He's on the final lap, and of course this was set up at the big race in heat number 19, which will surely decide the destiny of the 2008 Ice Speedway Championship for the European final, as Zorn wins it from Alexiv in second place. Third spot goes to Holsten. Knapp at the back. That is another win for Zorn then. So he moves on to 12 points, matching the total of Roman Akamenko. So they're both on 12 points apiece, with Antiako, well, he's moved on to 9 points after that, after his fourth ride, the same total as Nikita Alexiv, who was beaten into second place in that one. Igor Kononov, he's on 8 points from his 4 rides. So they are the top 5 riders, and the winner, well, it's going to come from it's not going to come from Kononov, of course. Even if he wins, he'll only end up with 11 points, but really it's going to boil down to heat number 19. We've got heat number 17 and 18 before that though. This is race 17. Dmitry Chechin, he comes out for his final ride, 3 points so far. René Stellingberg, he's had some good moments. He's on 5 points. Sven Holsten, he is in white, and Marion Kleklaw, who struggled this evening, he's in yellow. The race is underway, and it is Chechin who leads away from Stellingberg in second place as they come round to complete lap number 1 then. And is it going to be the first win of the night for the German Chechin? He leads the way, although he's hit problems there. And well, the rider in blue, that is the Dutchman, René Stellingberg, has come through to lead the way. So René, well, he could end up with a victory here in his final ride. Now, he would finish on 8 points, a pretty good display by him. He finished on 8 points last night, and to finish 8 points in the final, I'm sure he'll be very pleased with his performance as they come round to start the final lap then. And it is Stellingberg who leads the way from Dmitry Chechin in second place. And well, in fact, there's problems there for Sven Holsten, who moved up into second place ahead of Chechin, but he's hit problems. He's come down, as you can see, the race where as the riders have crossed the finish line. And well, shame there for Holsten. He'd moved up into second position at the young Dutchman, but all to no avail as he finishes at the back. We're good to see, able to get back to the pits under his own steam. You can see again here as the action, you can see there as Stellingberg came through into first place. But watch here as Holsten, where he just hits trouble and he comes down. Thankfully Dmitry Chechin was able to avoid him, and Sven able to get up to his feet in heat number 17. So Stellingberg, he finishes on 8. Chechin, he finishes on 5 points. Holsten finishes on a couple, and Kreklaw, he also finishes on 2. Heat number 18, Nikita Alexiv, Antonin Kwiatkowski, Stefan Teshaher and Igor Kononov. That's the lineup. The race is underway, and well, it's pretty tight out in front. It is the rider in yellow, that is Kononov, who's coming around the outside. of Alexiv into first place. The two Russians dueling here in heat 18, and it is Kononov on the outside, Alexiv on the inside. It's pretty tight between the pair of them. They're riding different lines here in heat number 18, with Klotowski back in third as they complete lap number 2 then, and it is still Kononov who's leading the way. So he had that tape touch on his first ride, otherwise he certainly would have had every chance of being on the rostrum. It looks like if he wins this race he's going to finish on 11 points. It may still be enough for a rostrum position. We'll have to wait and see. As Igor, well, he leads the way going into the final lap. He's out in front from Alexiv in second place, and in fact second place will also put him on 11 points as well, as the two Russians have taken control of this race and are pretty comfortable winning the end for the man in the yellow helmet colour, Igor Kononov. He wins it. Second place to Alexiv, third place to Klotowski, with Pleshetha at the back, and Stefan, he finishes on 7 points. The young German with Klotowski. Well, we can take another look at the action here. You can see here as Kononov, well, he gets around the outside, riding very wide indeed, and gets the better of Alexiv to take the victory. The two Russians, they both finish on 11 points, with Klotowski, after a bright start, he only scored 1 point in his last 2 rides. He finishes on 8. And those Austrian fans are waiting for their hero to come out on track. The lineup for heat number 19 then, well, it's not that rider, their hero, that's Harold Simon. Of course he is from Austria, but he's not the rider that they are supporting mainly in this heat number 19. We've got Simon in red, Gunther Sunderland, he comes out replacing Johan Lundqvist in blue, Roman Akamenko unbeaten in white, Frank Zorn unbeaten in yellow. This is going to decide who is the European Ice Champion for 2008. The race is underway, and going into bend number 1, it is Akamenko off gate 3 who leads the way. Frank Zorn on his outside, but it is Akamenko who leads at the moment, the Russian ahead of the Austrian. Can Zorn fight back on the inside? It is still Akamenko who leads the way, but a brilliant turn now on the inside by Zorn, and he's moved through in the first place. What great racing that was by the Austrian. He leads the way then from Akamenko's getting some lift down the back straight, but it is Frank Zorn who leads the way, and this will give him the title here this evening. 2 laps gone, 2 to go. He's had a quick look behind him to see where the danger is, and to be honest, there isn't a great deal of it now. Akamenko in second place, Harold Seymour is in third, Gunther Sunderland is at the back, but it's all about the rider out in front. Frank Zorn, the 37-year-old Austrian, who is going to take the crown here this evening. It is Zorn that leads the way, going down into the third and fourth bend for the final time. The checkered flag is out for Frankie. He is the champion. Well done to him. Second place, that goes to Akamenko. Put up a great display, and indeed did lead Frankie for a lap as the riders go down the back straight. Look at that great wheelie there from the 2008 European Ice Racing Champion. That is Frank Zorn of Austria. A quite brilliant display by him. So he had to work hard in his final race to take the title. Akamenko, well, he made a good start off at gate number 3. Let's see it again. Roman, well, he did make a good start here, and he leads as they came out of the second bend, and the Austrian fans in the crowd, well, they would have had their hearts in their mouths here. But then what a turn this was. A great cut back on the inside by Zorn, and he had the speed coming out of bend number 4, and he went on to take the victory, and he's still celebrating with another wheelie down the back straight. Brilliant piece of riding there by the Austrian. 5 rides, 5 wins, 15-point maximum. Akamenko, he's going to finish in second place on 14. Harold Simon, he finishes in third in that race. He finishes on 8. And Gunther Sunderland, well, he finishes at the back, a couple of points from his 2 rides of reserve. On to the final race then. Nikolai Rubicon comes out in red, Antiako is in blue, Johnny Tunstra is in white, Gregor's Knapp is in yellow. If Ako, well, if he can win this race, he will just climb ahead of the 2 Russians into third place all on his own. The race is underway, and it is Ako, in fact, who's made a good start, and he leads the way from Tunstra in second position. In third spot it is Rubicon, so he can't help out his fellow Russians in this one. because Akko, well, after 3 second places to start with, looks like he's going to finish with a couple of victories, and this will give him 12 points and a place on the roster. He'll be delighted with that bronze medal. A couple of laps gone. Nap, well, he's chasing down on the inside of Rubicon, and indeed has got up into 3rd place. It's a close race once again for the minor places. Johnny Tunster, well, he's holding on to 2nd, but here comes Gregor's Nap now, and he's come past him. But he's gone from 4th to 2nd place, so we've had loads of passing here. Then, well, in fact, there's problems there for the pole as he almost comes down, does very well to stay on his machine, but that's lost him 2nd place. He's dropped to the back. Antiaco takes the win. 2nd place goes to Tunstra, and 3rd spot, well, it's the rider in red, Nikolai Rubicon, with Gregor's Nap. Well, that was his best race of the meeting. He got up into 2nd place, but unfortunately ended up in last position. But more excitement. So this really was ice racing at its very best here this evening. We've seen so many passes. We can see again here as Nap, well, he gets up into 2nd position ahead of the Dutchman. But then watch what happens here, and he does very well to stay on his machine. Tunstra comes back through into 2nd place, and then Rubicon was able to get up into 3rd. So Nap, well, he finishes on a couple of points. Rubicon, well, he finishes on 4. Johnny Tunstra, he finishes on 8. Good performance by the Dutchman. Antiaco, though, with a win in the final heat, number 20. He finishes on 12 points. And there is the Polish TV studio, and well, it's certainly open air studio, as you can see, and we're great to see Krzysztof Cegielski, the Polish Speedway rider. He's helping out with his comments here this evening, and they're just wrapping up, and well, we will be as well shortly. The crowd, where some of them are making their way home Sunday evening, of course, they've all got to get up for work tomorrow. A lot of people are staying on for the presentations, and we've got a firework display as well, we understand. But it really has been a very well run event indeed, and I'm sure the UEM will be delighted with the way the meeting has run here today. And I'm sure Sanok will be given some more big events in the future. They've got big dreams of even hosting a Grand Prix round in the future. That may well come to fruition. The 2 young Austrian lads we've seen a couple of times over the weekend out on track. There is the final finishing order. Igor Kononov, well, he finishes in 4th place courtesy of his 3 race victories. Alexev is in 5th position. Here comes the top 3 though. And well, a lot of the crowd have stayed on to see the presentation of the awards. A very big size crowd here this evening. And there's the Swedish referee in charge here this evening, as he was last night, Krista. His second name escapes us at the moment, but I'm sure he knows who he is as we get ready for the presentations.
Drugim wicemistrzem Europy w wyścigach motocyklowych w locie jest
Antiaco, he finishes in 3rd position, and that's a bronze medal for him. He finished in 3rd place in the semi-final last evening. And we also finished on the rostrum in the Sanok Cup, so he's had a pretty successful weekend. That's the Finn. And we're just getting his trophy and glassware as well. I'm sure there's too many Finnish fans that have made the long journey here to southeast Poland, but we've got plenty of support amongst the crowd. Very popular rider. Now, well, plenty of people on the centre green, as you would expect, as Roman Akamenko, he comes up to receive his silver medal, and also his trophy and glassware as well. Pavel Rushkovic, well, he must be delighted with the way the 3 meetings have gone. Here the promoter of the event, and we're very pleased to take up his offer to come out and film these 3 meetings. It certainly has been a fantastic experience for us at Rerun Productions, and we very much hope to be back next season as well. And well, I'm sure he will be back to defend his Senate Cup title. And now, of course, the 2008 European Ice Racing Champion, Frankie Zorn of Austria, as the gold medal is put around his neck. Really was a fantastic display by him, that final race when he got the better of Akamenko in heat number 19. Tremendous stuff from him to take the victory, as the photographers, well, they're getting their pictures. So there's plenty of people on the centre green wanting to get these shots. He's got the trophy as Frankie, and now the glassware as well. Very, very popular winner here. I would imagine if it was only be eclipsed by a Pole winning the title. He really does look very happy indeed with that, doesn't he? So he should, winning the Senate Cup here on Friday, the European semi-final here last night, and now crowned the European champion. And well, it's getting a little bit crowded for our cameraman, so I think he's going to get himself a different position. Indeed he has. And well, now it's the Austrian national anthem. So a great moment for Frankie then, listening to his country's anthem. So well done to him. So champion here this evening, and a thumbs up from Frankie. And one of the last of the photographs being taken of the top 3. Antiako in 3rd, Roman Akamenko in 2nd, Frankie Zorn the winner, and now it's on to the firework display. Take a look at this. That's a great way to finish tonight's event. And now let's have a few words with the winner.
Really?
Congratulations, Frankie. You know the European champion. How does it feel?
Thank you. Yeah, very good feeling now. So it depends on the last heat. We was 14 points together. So this position yellow for me again, but very good start and winning.
Yeah. I mean, you done a very good meeting, and we watched you all through the 3 meetings over the weekend, and I think you have impressed a lot of people. And I mean, how do you think the meeting went for yourself? From the first race to the last.
Yeah, it was really hard. We have 3 meetings, 1 training, so big competition, big week for us. So yeah, I have a broken rib also from last weekend. There was a qualifying round in Saalfelden. I go in the first heat, full gas crash, so a little bit be careful driving, but its team was great working. Team was really fantastic, so we're winning.
Very good. Thank you very much. Congratulations. Well done.
Well, good to hear there from the new champion. Our thanks to Tony Olsen for conducting the interview for us. So everyone packing up now, getting ready to go to their various parts of Europe and Scandinavia, ourselves included. We hope you've enjoyed what we brought you in 2008. Hopefully we'll be back in 2009. Goodbye.